Yeah, buddy. All right. We got the Honda 250EX 2001 that we're going to be doing spark plug change on it, and we're also going to be doing an oil change because it needs it. But we're going to split them up into two videos because not everybody's looking for both of those in one video, so we'll kind of keep them short and sweet on both of them. Just a quick tutorial. It kind of goes along with the old TTR and the CRF 150 tune-ups that I did in the past. If you haven't seen those videos, they're one of my first videos that I started on YouTube, and you can find them way down below on the video section. So to get started on this here, I do have my little 3/8 drive socket wrench, as well as this one is a 3/4. It actually calls for an 18mm socket, but wouldn't you know it, I don't know where my 18mm socket is. It's somewhere in the building or in one of the cars. Who knows? We've been moving stuff so much lately, you know, doing work around the property, doing work on the quads. There ain't no telling where it could have ended up. And we've also got the new spark plug here from NGK. It's going to be the 4929 DRP 8EA-9. Now, always check and make sure that you've got the right spark plug for your machine, because the newer TRX 250s from here, I believe, did use a different spark plug. Different companies make them: Champion, NGK, AC Delco. I just always found NGK to work the best in Hondas, just like I've always found Champion to work the best in Mopar, Chrysler, Jeep vehicles as well. So definitely do some research, make sure you're getting the right spark plug, because if you don't, one, you can mess up the engine, two, it could foul out, or three, it just run like total garbage every time you ride it. So on this here, we are on the left side of the quad and where your left foot goes, and right up under there is going to be your spark plug and spark plug boot. Now, depending on how long it's been, I changed the spark plug in this one a year or two ago. Let's see if I can get it with one hand. On this, using a 3/4 socket isn't gonna really matter. I mean, it's gonna be a little loose when we put it on there to go take it out, and it might be a little loose, but I mean, we're not torquing it down in there, we're not tightening really hard. It's not a car. It doesn't get extremely hot on these 250s, so pulling it out isn't gonna be a big deal. As you can see, it come loose right there. And then I might have to use the socket on there, but we can easily turn it and get it out. Now, the one we're pulling out of here is also NGK. It was the Iridium version, and I also think it was kind of fouling out after this long. So about every 8 seasons, I always say go ahead and change out your spark plug, and it doesn't look terrible, but you can definitely tell that, you know, it's worn. See if I can get the camera to focus in on there. It's got some carbon buildup and fuel buildup, and we're just going to go ahead and swap it out with a new one. Now, new one on here, everybody has their preference of whether they want to go ahead, and I've already checked gap on this, obviously, but everybody worries about putting anti-seize on their spark plugs again, which is really good to do for engines that get really hot. It wouldn't hurt on this one, but again, I changed my spark plugs so much on our quads. I mean, these things are only $6, $6 or $7 on Amazon there. And I mean, for the very simple maintenance that it is, doesn't hurt to go ahead and do it. All right, and we'll go ahead and tighten the new one down there. Just hand tight there. You don't have to thrust it. I mean, obviously the spark plug will tell you when to stop. There we go, just hand tight. Again, it doesn't have to be anything strenuous there. And then I'll make sure the boot is, you'll hear it kind of snap on there. Be kind of like a clicking noise is what it is. It's connecting to the top of the spark plug or the top of the center electrode. And you wiggle it back and forth to make sure it's on there. Now, we do have the fuel on. She's cold. We'll see if she'll start. She may not. So with the choke, we got her to start. It's cold and the battery needs to be charged a little bit. It's been sitting. And then we'll get the oil warmed up and we'll get it changed, but definitely stay tuned, because the next video that we'll load to will be of changing the oil, what you need for that, and you'll have your full tune-up done, other than the air filter, which we'll get to that one as well. So up next we'll have the oil change video. We'll have a short video of how to change the air filter and where the air box is located and how to get to it on these little 250s. Luckily it's a whole lot simpler than the 400s. Let's see if she'll idle. Nope, won't idle without giving it some fuel. But we do need to go through the fuel system, as I mentioned, whenever we pick this one up. And if you didn't catch that video, I'll make sure it's linked up above so you can check it out when we went and picked it up. The fuel system needs to be gone through. We're not needing to rebuild the carburetor, it's just some old fuel sitting in there. So get that drain, get some pure non-ethanol in there, and she'll be ready to rip. So stay tuned, we'll get her out and open her up.